So this is my Mad Millie sourdough starter. I'm just beginning by making a little well in the center of the bowl here with the dry ingredients. And I'm just going to add 3 cups of warm water in the center. The dry ingredients was just, of course, the sourdough starter and 3 teaspoons of salt. So now I'm just putting in the 3 cups of warm water, and I'm going to mix it together and get a good consistency. Takes a while, and I usually find after stirring it with a spoon for a while, the fun bit really is to get your hands in there and really have a good time playing with the dough. It just gets up all that dry flour into the water. It makes a mess. But the point of what I'm trying to do is create one ball, which will eventually become 2 actual.
24 hours later.
And here I'm scooping out the dough that's been set for 24 hours, and I'm putting it on the table, rolling it around on some flour. Obviously the bench is being cleaned, and I'm just making a really good shape of 2 loaves. Here I'm just kneading it out with my hands, folding it this way, folding it that way, bashing it a bit, just basically having a good time, because I'm going to bake this bread pretty shortly. Right into the bottom, just kind of squishing it there in the pan, can you see? And just filling up the shape of the bread tin with it, pushing it down a bit against that. I might even try making a tiny pattern in the top of the dough. Let me just see if I can help. Okay, work. So it's in there. Just get maybe a crisscross or something. Not much is really happening, so I'm just going to close the lid in a minute. Close the lid and go to menu, and start on the bake setting. So we'll be back in an hour to check it out.
1 hour later.
Okay, so this is what the bread looked like when it came out of the oven. Now, I'll just make a confession here. I did actually film myself taking this bread out of the Breadmaker and putting it on the table and slicing it up, but of course that video didn't work. So this is the second loaf that I made that I actually put in a bread pan in the oven and cooked for about 45 minutes on 180 degrees Celsius on a fan bake, and it turned out really, really great, just golden brown on top. And I will say that the kids love this. They love it with some organic salted butter. They love it. They do not like plain white bread loaves made with this flour. And I'm not in the habit of making plain white bread, but to be honest, flour is really difficult to buy in bulk at the moment. I used to get spelt flour for a reasonable price delivered to my door, and it is impossible to find for some reason right now. So I am checking out alternative ways to get flour so that I can continue on in the sourdough baking videos. So if you like this video, tune in again, subscribe, and we'll make more bread soon. Thanks for watching.